The Mumbai police has arrested the main accused in the BMW hit-and-run case, which is Mihir Shah, and he is the son of Shiv Sena leader Rajesh Shah. 24-year-old Mihir Shah had managed to evade the police since Sunday. He was arrested from Virar near Mumbai. Reports in news agencies have said that Mihir was tracked down by the police after his friend switched on the mobile for 15 minutes. Now, the BMW car, which was driven by Mihir Shah, allegedly rammed into a two-wheeler from behind in the Worli area of south-central Mumbai on July 7th morning. This collision resulted in the death of 45-year-old in Kaveri Nakhwa, who was riding pillion while her husband Pradeep Nakhwa survived with injuries and is currently being treated in the Near hospital. Mihir Shah's mother and two sisters were brought to Mumbai for questioning from Shahapur in Thane district. These are the latest details, in fact, that we're bringing to you. The visuals of the bike, or rather the scooter they were on when they were hit by the BMW car. This is the condition of the car and the scooter. Remember, Mihir Shah was absconding since Sunday when this particular incident took place, because he was on the run after the accident, and finally he has been arrested by the Mumbai police for this particular incident after 6 teams were formed to locate him.
60 घंटों बाद ब्लड सैंपल मिलने वाला है आपको, जो उन्होंने लिया होगा वो उसमें मिलने वाला है आपको। मेरा सवाल है और इसलिए मेरी मांग यही है, अभी ब्लड सैंपल या इसमें न जाते हुए जो सीसीटीवी में दिख रहा है, जो ड्राइवर ने भी कहा है, जो विक्टिम है उन्होंने कहा है, नाखवा जी ने कहा है, उसे मर्डर जैसे ही ट्रीट किया जाए, क्योंकि हिट एंड रन की तो एक बात होती है, लेकिन इन्होंने घसीटते हुए डेयरी तक लेके गए और फिर रिवर्स में आके भी उड़ाया है, तो ये मर्डर ही है और मर्डर जैसे ही ट्रीट हुआ जाए।
ज्यादा से ज्यादा फांसी से भी ज्यादा उसको सजा होना चाहिए। बस
लड़की को न्याय मिलेगा, मुझे दूसरे कुछ नहीं मांगते हैं। मुझे उसका वैसा मेरे लड़की के साथ हुआ है वैसा ही हुआ।
3 दिन के बाद वो पकड़ा जाता है, इसका मतलब क्या है? अगर वो अल्कोहलिक नहीं था, अगर वो नशा नहीं किया, अगर वो दारू नहीं पिया है, अगर वो ड्रग्स नहीं किया, तो वो छुपा क्यों? मेरा मेन पॉइंट क्या है, वो छुपा क्यों? तुमने अगर गुनाह नहीं किया तो छुपा क्यों? 3 दिन गायब क्यों हो गया? हाँ, तुम रास्ते में गाड़ी छोड़ के उसका नंबर प्लेट तोड़ के तुम गायब हो जाता है। हाँ, घर पे नहीं जाता है, कहाँ जाता है, किधर जाता है? तुम छुपता क्यों रहा? अगर तू गुनाह नहीं किया ना, सच्चे दिल से गुनाह नहीं किया, तो तू छुपा क्यों है? हमको बताओ ना। अभी देखो, 3 दिन के बाद उसके शरीर में तो अल्कोहल नहीं रहेगा, अब उसके पास 20 वकील रहेंगे। हम गरीब आदमी, हमको कौन न्याय देगा? हमको न्याय देने वाला कौन है, बताओ आप। हाँ, आज वो क्या जेल में गया, परसों कोर्ट में हाजिर करेंगे, उसके बाद में उसको बेल मिलेगा, वो छूट गया, उसके बाद में केस चलता जाएगा, चलता जाएगा, कोई नहीं है, सब ठंडा हो जाएगा। क्या करेगा हम लोग?
Mihir Shah is nothing but an entitled brat. When the accident took place, the least one would have expected that you stop the car and take Kaveri to the hospital. What did he choose to do? He chose to drive with her for 1.5 kilometers, where the victim lost life. To draw up a bill of 18,500 rupees at a pub in Juhu and then say that you have not consumed alcohol shows you the kind of mindset of these entitled brats. There is no question of political insulation. Our Honorable Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister have interrogated 18 people. People have been arrested in this case, be it the family members of the culprit or the driver concerned. And one does have a takeaway from this entire story, that human life is not just to be lost at the behest of some rich spoiled brat. There is an entitlement, there is a responsibility, and there needs to be a collective consciousness when somebody loses life in drunken cases of driving. I hope we've learned from Pune and Mumbai, because this is the takeaway in the days to come, There has to be fear of law, there will be justice, and there will be natural justice.
Well, with that now, we have our colleague Kiran Tare joining us in the broadcast to discuss this matter further. Kiran, a very good morning to you. Very firstly, what we see now is a demand for an investigation, for a probe with charges not based on hit and run solely, but also murder to be taken into account, because as far as I remember as well, we were discussing this yesterday as to how the police is not yet taking into account the fact that the woman was run over once again, according to the CCTV footage. So that clearly brings this out as a murder case and not just a mere matter of hit and run. How are we looking at that? And what are the chances that this particular case shall be treated the way that it actually seems to be through the CCTV footages?
Absolutely, Shreya. Very good morning to you as well. This is a clear case of murder, as we were discussing yesterday. Kaveri was dragged for not 1.5 kilometers. The distance, let me tell the viewers that it was CJ House. CJ House is a very posh locality in Worli area where NCP's high-profile leader Praful Patel stays. And just outside from his house, CJ House to Bandawarli ceiling is a distance not less than 2.5 kilometers. So 1.5 kilometers is not a right thing to say. The distance is not less than 2.5 kilometers. And she was dragged and then she was pulled out of the car and she was ran over. So it is a very brutal, cold-blooded murder. And now the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita says that every electronic evidence, whether it's a phone call or whether it's a CCTV footage, is admissible as an evidence. This should be treated as an evidence, and Mihir Shah and the driver, another driver, Raj Rishi, they must be charged for murder. But here there is a twist, which you remember, Shreya, we were discussing this last night as well. This kind of twist is expected from there because Mihir Shah's father, Rajesh Shah, is a highly influential politician. The police have not charged Mihir Shah for murder. They have charged him for culpable homicide, not amounting to murder, and negligible and rash driving. These are very mild charges. He should have been charged for murder because there are evidences available, and the police itself, they have submitted the evidence to the court. This kind of negligence is not acceptable from the part of police. But here I doubt that there is an attempt of covering up this entire case, because I let me tell the sequence for the viewers. Mihir Shah, his mother and two sisters, they were hiding in a resort in Shahapur, which is in Thane district. They were accompanied by two of his friends, one a very close friend and one who was partying with him on a previous night of the accident in Juhu. So these 10 people were there at the at the Shahapur resort, and they were hiding there for 2 full days. And again, let me tell the viewers that Shahapur is an area where both the Shiv Senas, it's the Shiv Sena under Eknath Shinde's leadership and the Shiv Sena under Uddhav Thakrae's leadership, they have a very strong presence. This case is being shown in every single media outlet, newspapers, news channels, digital platforms, everybody showing this story. But the resort owner or the local informants, the local police network could not track Mir Shah and his family in a resort in a very tiny place like Shahpur. I am not ready to believe on this theory. I am not willing to buy this theory of the police that they were not able to buy. They were not able to track him down. Now the police are saying that from Shahpur, Mihir Shah and his friend, they traveled to Virar. Virar is again a very far place from Mumbai, around 40 kilometers from Mumbai. Mumbai is north. They traveled to Virar. There, Mihir Shah's friend turned on his mobile phone, and that is how the Mumbai police got their location and they were nabbed. But again, I am not willing to buy this theory. This kind of theories could be immature for other police force, not for Mumbai police. Mumbai police are very efficient police force. They know they have a very strong network of informants. They could not track a large number of a group staying in a resort in Shahpur. Their faces are shown on the television screens. and nobody is informing the police. This is not possible. This is not possible. Somebody is trying to cover up this case. And again, even after he was arrested, the charges which were applied are very mild. The husband of the deceased is rightly saying that the case will go to the court and he will get out on the bail. He
Right.
should have been booked under for murder because there is an electronic evidence available which police have submitted in the court. And under the new laws, under the Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, any CCTV footage, any call record, any electronic transaction is an evidence. So why the police have not pressed for a murder charge, that is a mystery.
Absolutely, Kiran. In fact, let's just go back 2 days. We'd heard this press conference being done by the Chief Minister himself, Eknath Shinde, wherein he said, he spelled it out quite clearly that as long as I'm the Chief Minister, no matter who it was behind the wheels in this particular accident, he could be, the son of a politician or whoever, however he is associated politically, whatever political affiliations he may have, but that will not restrict him from calling a spade a spade. But at this juncture, we also see the BJP coming out and condemning the incident. With regards to all of this now unfolding in Maharashtra, do you think it also puts a certain pressure on the Chief Minister, the current government, and the fact that they cannot let this case go off that lightly? They cannot just let Mihir Shah get away with charges of hit and run. He might have to be booked with murder charges as well, given the current political scenario in Maharashtra.
Definitely, this is the case. But why the police have not done this? Because I think the police are certainly under someone's pressure not to press for the murder charge. If that was not the case, he would have been certainly booked for a murder because that is the police case. We are not saying, the journalists, the media, the common people are not saying. It is the police case that they are saying that Mihir Shah and his friend who was driving the car, after the after they hit the scooter, they ran over the woman at Vanda Worli ceiling. They have submitted this argument in the court. So if they are not booking him for murder, they are contradicting their own case. That will be a biggest loophole in the legal case. Mihir Shah's lawyer can definitely pick this up and he will apply for a bail. That is why I'm saying that the police are under pressure. They are not pressing for a murder charge. They were not able to find out the accused for 3 days, and which was in the vicinity. It's not very hard for a police force like Mumbai police to find out a person staying in a resort in a public place with a large group of numbers. It's not possible. I don't think. And of course, Shahapur is a place where all political connections are there. All those resort owners, let me tell the viewers again, the resort owners in Shahapur area, they have very good political connections and they are affiliated with some other political party. So it is not possible without any political consent that the resort owner is staying, is keeping mum on his guest and he is not informing the police. So there is some kind of pressure. That is a perfect case. And I think I don't know whether the opposition will raise up this matter or not. But in this case, if you go by logically and by ethically as well, Mihir Shah must have been booked for murder, not for rash driving or negligent driving.